Have you ever heard of a queen who defied an empire, a woman who became a legend? Long before the famous Rani of Jhansi, there was another warrior queen, a beacon of courage who dared to challenge the mightiest power on earth. Her name was Kittur, and her story is one of bravery, sacrifice, and an unbreakable spirit. Imagine this, it's the early 19th century in India. The British East India Company is expanding its dominion, swallowing kingdoms one by one. They have a policy called the Doctrine of Lapse, a clever rule that allows them to annex any state without a male heir. It was a political checkmate, and kingdom after kingdom was falling. Now, picture the small, prosperous kingdom of Kittur. In present day, it was ruled by a wise and just queen, Rani Chennamma. After the tragic loss of her husband and only son, she found herself at a crossroads. According to British law, her kingdom was theirs for the taking. They sent their agents, demanding she surrender her throne and her people's freedom. What would you do? Bow to the inevitable, or stand and fight against impossible odds? For Chennamma, there was only one choice. She was not just a queen, she was a mother to her people. She convened her council, her voice echoing with defiance. She declared that Kittur would not surrender its sovereignty without a fight. She famously told the British collectors, "Why should we pay you tax? Are you our brothers, our relatives?" The British laughed, a small kingdom led by a woman, challenging them. They sent an army, confident of a swift victory. They underestimated the power of a queen fighting for her home. Chennamma didn't just command from her palace. She donned her battle armor, mounted her horse, and led her soldiers from the front lines. The first battle was a stunning victory for Kittur. The British forces were repelled, their commander killed, and two of their political officers were taken prisoner. The empire was stunned and humiliated. They sent a much larger, more powerful force to crush the rebellion. The siege of Kittur Fort began. For days, Chennamma and her loyal soldiers held out against overwhelming firepower. The walls of the fort crumbled under cannon fire, but the spirit of its defenders did not. The battle was fierce, a desperate struggle for every inch of land. Ultimately, betrayed by traitors within her own ranks who sabotaged their gunpowder, the fort fell. Rani Chennamma was captured. But even in chains, she was unbowed. She never surrendered her dignity. She was imprisoned for the rest of her life, a symbol of resistance, locked away from her people. She passed away in captivity, but her legacy could not be contained by prison walls. Kittur Chennamma became the first Indian ruler to lead an armed rebellion against the British. Her story of courage ignited a spark that would grow into the flame of India's freedom struggle decades later. Today, she is celebrated as a folk hero, a symbol of female strength and patriotism. Her tale reminds us that true power isn't about the size of your army, but the size of your heart and the courage of your convictions. She chose freedom, risked everything, and in doing so became immortal. Thank you so much for joining me to uncover this incredible piece of history. If you were inspired by the story of the warrior queen of Kittur, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories of forgotten heroes. See you in the next video.